What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Vale here with Marvel's Avenger game rant. Alright, anything you hear in my background is my neighbor's fucking, okay, because I guess she can't purchase a bed that don't move or a mattress that just, you know, she's been sleeping on for 20 years or some shit. Let me not go off into a tangent here. Okay, so at first glance, and mind you, I wanted to give this game time before, you know, I really dove into it, you know, and at first impression, you know, I'm playing and I'm with this bitch Miss Marvel, and I'm just like, why is she even on the fucking game? Like, why is this bitch relevant? You got so many other fucking Avengers, so many characters in the MCU, and this is the motherfucker you put in here, this garbage fucking character. I'm sorry to anybody who liked this useless bitch, but we already have a Dr. Reed. Okay, we don't need some other bitch that can stretch. That's not a goddamn power. That just, you can read shit. Okay, congratulations. So I was already irritated at that, and then A-Day happened, and it was revealed that it was actually an Inhuman game, and I'm just like, so that's why she's in this game, and it irritated me so bad because the advertisement of this game did not give you a hint that that's what this would be about. So instantly I'm annoyed because I can give a fuck about the goddamn Inhumans. Real talk. Like, that show flopped. They don't really have any good characters other than Black Bolt, and he literally is just like, nigga, you Aquaman with a loud voice, okay? You just fucking useless. Even though his voice is very powerful, his character and his character development is pretty garbage. So, anyway, back to the game. So, I'm playing the game, and I'm just like, yeah. Once I make it to a few Avengers and I'm starting to play with them, and I see I'm able to play with them, I'm like, yay. You know, I didn't want to play as the stupid bitch the entire game. And you don't have to. Okay, I'm not going to give away any spoilers or anything like that, but I feared that that was one of the things that they were going to make you do, and the only way you can play with the other characters is online, but that turned out to not be the case. With that being said, when I seen these characters, the first thing that popped in my head was like, who in the fuck designed these motherfuckers? Like, who like, let's just be real. Not one of these motherfuckers look like an Avenger. Not one. The fucking Hulk looks more like an ape. Alright? What's her name? Black Widow looks like she worked at somebody's fancy coffee shop or some shit. Captain America looked like an angry stepdad who's always cracking his knuckles for some goddamn reason. And Kamala, she the only one who looked like she's supposed to. Shit. Tony Stark looked like a goddamn hipster at Woodstock or some shit trying to skim some weed off the motherfucker. I was just like, I was not pleased with the way that this game was handled and the way that the characters were designed, because they don't look like no goddamn Avengers. I know. They look like average ass people who decide to put on a costume and play with, you know, play superheroes and shit. Because this shit right here is like poor design. If you don't use certain things from the movies and the things that make us want to play it, you know, at least have the fucking decency to make them somewhat similar to the characters of the movie. I mean, it is, I'm not really sure if it's a separate entity, but given the fact that Marvel has the rights to most of their characters now, I'm gonna go ahead and take a shot in the fucking dark and say, yeah, they do have liberty to do such things. And I don't know, just the combat. The combat in this game when I first started, I thought the combat in this bitch was dope. I'm like, oh shit, Iron Man is cool. Fucking, and you'll see from my stats if I decide to show that shit, that Iron Man, Captain America, and Thor are the only three I play with. The rest are garbage. Hulk is useless. Like, he's just here. He's just big and he's green. Alright? Fucking Widow, for some reason, a bitch with no powers, seems to be able to leap across whole motherfucking buildings and shit, and Hulk can barely jump across the fucking street. You tell me what's wrong with that. I feel like the developers of this game used the nostalgia of the movies and the fact that we needed a game like this so bad to suck us into this shit. And now it's like, if I ever see one of them bitches on the street, it's gonna be a misunderstanding, because I feel like I just completely wasted my goddamn money on this game. Like, I've never, no, that's not true. I'm not even gonna say that shit. That shit would be false. I have played worse games than this. Beyond Two Souls, you know, that shit scarred me for life. I still got PS. Motherfucker. See, this is the shit I'm talking about with this game. Focus. Look at, okay. I'm starting to get irritated.
Here's an energy boost.
Okay. Like I was saying, I got fucking PTSD from Beyond Two Souls. I don't want to think about that. But this game is like a high level of garbage. And it hurts, you know? It fucking hurts. Because I wanted this game to be, look at him, fucking freezing. I wanted this game to be what I thought it was, you know? And I'm kind of like, I only got myself to blame because I had a gut feeling, you know? Nobody was really hyped for this game. You know, there wasn't a whole lot of excitement. So maybe they knew something that I didn't. And I think what makes it even worse is, okay, so this game has basically no kind of fucking content. I'm not even joking. Like, the story mode is so short. You can literally, if you sit down and play the game, I don't want to say non-stop. I'm going to say, if you play with it at least, I don't know, 3 or 4 hours out the day, you're gonna beat the game. That's just how fucking short it is. So basically, they gave us another Final Fantasy 15, how the game, but that was a pretty decent game when it comes to graphics and style and play. But that game had content after you finish the game. There's so many download DLC, there's so many this and that. This game doesn't have that. You know, all you do is aimlessly run level from level to level, doing the same goddamn shit over and over and over and over again, and it's just like, this shit is so repetitive. This shit is super repetitive. I don't understand it at all. So because they know that they fucked up, they issued a statement on Twitter. Oh, we da 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 da, and you know we blah blah blah. Fuck that. All of those excuses. Okay. To my knowledge, this game was pushed back before it even came out. So why did you think that this shit right here would be acceptable? Why? Like, why? Let's get into the meat of this shit, okay? The matchmaking sucks. It still sucks. They just updated it. I'm gonna get to that bullshit in a second. The matchmaking sucks. The level never drops anything that you need. You don't get any exotic gear, not for real. And when you do, you're disappointed at the fact that a common fucking drop is higher than an exotic drop. Why? Why put me through the hell of running through a hive 8 and 9 times just to get gear that isn't more powerful than the shit that I got on? And then it's a bitch to level because you need the stupid. I can't even, let me see what the name of these motherfucking things are. They don't give you the material to like really level that shit up the way that you want to. And it's very time consuming because the one resource that you need is only found inside of fucking DNA boxes, and you basically get them throughout the game, but not in that same quantity. Like it's 15 in a vault mission, right? Yeah, it's 15 out of each DNA case you open. So immediately I picked up on the fact that, you know, you can grab the DNA crates and hop out. You don't have to complete the board in order to get them. But it's like every time you do it, it starts to become annoying because you shouldn't have to spend most of your day doing the same shit over and over again. I just don't understand what the logic behind some of this shit was. Like, I feel like they say, yeah, we can just put some bullshit out, you know. They'll be dumb enough to buy it. We'll just put out a statement basically saying we're sorry but not sorry. Okay? That's your fuck up. You brought it. Ha ha ha, we got you. That's what I feel like they saying. And if I ever see one of them bitches on the street, I promise you, it's gonna be a misunderstanding. Cause I feel like no, I'm not gonna say that. That's a bit extreme. You probably shouldn't joke about rape, but I'm pretty sure that I was molested by this game. Just done all kinds of dirty wrong. It's so unsatisfactory. Back to the characters, okay? The powers that they chose to give these characters is just like, huh? Like, what? And if you were gonna set it up that way, you could have at least, you know, had a way of getting more powers and abilities and just, you know, swap those out into those 3 slots so you can sort of build your own power bar instead of this bullshit that they give you. Because I promise you, it's like it's fucking pointless. Especially the Hulk. He is the most disappointed when it comes to his powers. It's like, what? You okay? Thunderclap, yup, dope. Thunderclap is the shit. But them other two, like that little charge and that rage, and what's his third one? He has the charge, he has the clap, and he has is it a running gripple? I don't know. See, that should let you know when the last time I played with his ass. Anyway, oh, it's his rage that gives him a gauge that runs out too fucking quickly, and you just literally get your ass beat by the simplest things. They should have swapped the powers out. Like, give you more abilities for your characters, because these powers that they got are basic as fuck. You know, you want something like when the Hulk stomp on the ground, he causes a fucking earthquake. He can jump whole cities, planets in certain cases, and it's just like, They put no effort into this shit. How can you delay something and then when it does come out, it's full-blown garbage? Like, I want to know who was sitting at that table who said, oh yeah, this is great, we should go ahead and put it out, let's get the hype up, yeah, yeah. Fuck that guy, okay? Fuck that guy. Fuck whoever was in that meeting and thought that this shit would be fun or thought that this shit would be entertaining, because it's neither. It really is neither, okay? And they did an update. No new content, by the way. Not 1 ounce of new. Okay. Not 1 ounce of new content. But they should as fuck try to, I guess, patch up some of the mistakes that they had made as far as matchmaking and being able to pinpoint shit on the map for your team. And I'm here for that, because we really needed, motherfucker, we really needed to be able to ping motherfuckers, because you be missing out on a crate or something while somebody's rushing through the map. If you get a whole team, let me just say that, because the likability of you getting a full team is like slim to fucking none. And when you do, they get out by the system. And that's another thing. I don't get that shit. You hop in a match with someone and then you hop right back out. What exactly are you looking for when you do that? Because the highest level we go is 150. You can't see my stats. You don't know how good or how bad I am. So what is the point of that shit? Huh? What is it? You came in as a character that you didn't want to come into? Well, there's a simple fucking solution for that. You just press square. Okay, alright. What was that? Problems with this game. They just did an update, because at first it was pretty bad. Like, it was some shit that you can't ignore. Like random weird shit that you just like, huh?
I'll give you that.
But they didn't update, and I'm thinking to myself, hey, maybe they added more content. Maybe they added Kate Bishop or Clint Barr or any fucking body. Okay, at this point I'd even take Spider-Man the Cat than this fucking cast right here. Anything. No. Yet again, another week passes and no new content, and the fixes that they call themselves fixing, they actually fucked it up more. Like, how can you fuck up a fuck up? That's like it's inconceivable. And I'm really trying to like this game, but they're making it to where I just want to call whoever developed this shit and go off on the first person who pick up the phone for this fucking letdown. So I'm making this video to warn you not to buy this game. I'll wait until this motherfucker is like $5, because that's what it's worth. Even though my dumb ass paid 60, no, it's 70, because I did the motherfucker. I did the pre-order, and I wish I had a pre-warning about this game, because it's just like, nah, it'll get better. It did not get better. It did not. It actually got worse. Okay, the AI getting your fucking way to stop you from doing combos and shit. He keep freezing in the middle of certain moves. He can't really wall run the way he's supposed to. It's like if you wall run and you make a mistake and fall, but you find your way back on the wall, he does not continue that wall run. It's virtually impossible. Once you hit that fucking wall twice, it's game over. Look at that. It's game over. Soon as you hit that wall a second time, he like, fuck you, okay? I'm not gonna do this shit. I can't believe he put this shit out. I cannot believe it. I can't. I'm so heated. I'm so heated. I think it's more so hurt than heated because it's like I really wanted this game to be good. I really was hyped up for it, and then it came out, and this seems like in the NBA 2K20, what's another game? Anthem, Fallout, the online version, okay? That a money grab basically. They took advantage of the opportunity that everybody's stuck in the house now because of Corona, and we need something to keep ourselves occupied so we don't burn the fucking nation down.
Be honest.
And
you missed this.
they put this shit out.
Being an Avenger. Avenging.
Look at this. Fucking Thor. He looked like he owned a welding shop. I don't really want to talk about you, Iron Man, you fucking hippie. I don't understand why they made you like that. You so irrelevant. I can't stand you. I wish I could kill you. I can't believe they let this bitch use Marvel's name. Yeah, you better run, ho.
Updating your HUD.
I'm so angry I can't even think straight. So the game glitches a lot. Like a lot. And I've noticed certain little things that they do to hinder your abilities. Because if you use Captain America's Brooklyn Brawler, right? If you set it to where you gain 3 points per takedown, you basically kicking ass. But as soon as you do put that on, it lessens your stun. So there's a high chance that you there's a high chance that you won't even be able to stagger your opponent to take them down. It just doesn't happen. But as soon as you take your motherfucker, as soon as you change that ability, you're gonna be getting fucking takedowns left and right in this bitch. What the fuck won't you die for? Like, extra bitch. I find that real annoying because I know for a fact it's intent. So you just gonna leave him here? Iron Man? See, that's the bullshit I'm talking about. Like, he done threw him in a wall. Like, what the fuck? Okay, all right. Don't freak out. Don't freak out, okay? Just chill. Now I gotta figure out a way to kill this motherfucker so I can progress through the rest of the map. Okay, he teleported out. Okay, yeah, there you go. Like, see, just stupid shit like that. It just shows how lazy the developers are. And they put this fucking update on and fuck the game up even more. I feel like we should sue them bitches for false advertisement. Okay, enough is enough. These game developers spend 2 to 3 years to make one goddamn game, and
Really? You think so?
it takes forever to come out, and when you get it, it's just like, well, what the fuck is this? This is not what, huh? And a prime example of that is, unfortunately, Final Fantasy 7 Remake. Don't get me wrong, I love that game. It brought back a ton of fucking memories and shit. I really enjoyed that game. But that game, I've had orgasms that last longer than that fucking game. Real talk. Like, that game is so short, and I'm starting to notice that a lot. That a lot of the games are starting to get shorter and shorter, and it takes them most of our lifetime to create the shit, only for it to suck and be short. Like Fallen Order. That was another game that bamboozled me. Fallen Order. Because I'm thinking, look at this shit. I can't throw my shield. Can I swing? Why, thank you. Finally. That fucking Star Wars Fallen Order game. That game was so short, and they make a statement on fucking Twitter talking about, yeah, we won't be adding any more new content to the game, blah 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 blah. And I'm just like, are y'all fucking serious? We're busy working on the next game. Why? So that shit can be what, 2 days long? So you can just fucking run through that shit like it's nothing? And you expect us to keep buying this shit? I feel like they look at us like some suckers or some shit. They got to. They got to be looking at us like, fuck what they want. Let's take their money and yeah, take their money. That's the plan. Because that's what the fuck it feels like. It feels like they just went, hey, it would be cool if we got rich for nothing. Because that's what category this game is in. Nothingness. I can't believe that they thought that this shit was cool to put out. And now it's got bugs and shit again. Like, even worse than before. The characters get in your way while you're trying to fight. Some don't even fucking revive you when you go down. It's just like, well, you're on your own, buddy. I really wish that you could do without them. Or at least have like a two-man group, a two-man team or something like that, because this shit ain't working. This shit is not working. They be blocking me from my tags. And I be getting fucked up because of it. Or Brooklyn Baller will run out. And I'm just like, I just spent all this time trying to fucking build this gauge, and it takes you like 3 seconds to fuck me. I really wanted this game to be good. I did. The character choice is suspect. I should have known then. I really should have. When I researched who was going to... No, the fuck you won't. When I researched he was going to be on this game, I'm thinking, oh my god, yes, that's... All my favorite characters are here except for 3. And I'm just like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, Vision could have been on this game. Scarlet Witch, you know, just somebody to keep us occupied until they drop more DLC. But that's not what they did. That's not what they're doing. They're steady pushing shit back. Like, y'all too busy in the day to finish this fucking game or the DLC, and it's like, I feel violated. I feel violated. It's taking everything within my soul to not just go on Twitter and go to fuck off on them, you know, or call. And whoever pick up the phone, just go fucking ape shit on them. I don't care if it's your fault or not, bitch. You shouldn't have picked up the phone. I'm pissed off. This game is ass. So, in closing, do not get Avengers game. It is ass. It is one of the worst games I've played. See, look at this. This is my exotic gear for that. Okay? You would expect that right there would be like, okay, that's useful. But then you bring your ass over to the second one, and it's like, what? This legendary is higher than this exotic. And this one, I don't want that. Go away. Like, well, except for this one ain't really good. Oh my God, look at this shit. It is so hard to navigate this. It's sweeping all over the place. Oh, that's another thing they fixed, because the fucking stat sheet was blocking the view of seeing the fucking stats. And I'm like, how does this happen? How do they miss something like this? Don't you play the game that you created? You didn't think anything was wrong with that? What's up, yo? What's up? Okay. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Fuck. The rare gear is pointless. It's so pointless. It only goes up to 5 power slots. Like, fuck out of here with that. Everything that you get is just not worth it. Now I have 3 exotic shields, all of which have a huge disadvantage. It's disrespectful how huge this shit is. And it don't really help you, not for real, except for the Jarvis one. I don't know. I don't give a shit about whatever that is. And you pick up so much of this garbage shit. You pick up so much useless shit that you can't even fucking use, and trade it in for 2 or 3 goddamn resources. Like, really? This game is really fucked with my mental. I had such, you bet not. I had such high hopes for this game. But now I just hope that whole team get the Rona, okay? I don't give a shit. You can judge me if you want to. But that's basically where I'm at with it. Fuck whoever made this game. Fuck their mama. Fuck the bitches who helped them develop it. Fuck the dads for weak game pull out. This alright. Anyway, it's been your boy Vel. I'm most likely gonna drop more videos as games come out, because I can't play this shit no more. I can't. They got me. Okay? They got us, y'all. That's all we can do is clap to this shit, cause this game is disrespectful. Alright? If Stanley was still alive, he would probably go to wherever they developed this game and just shit on the floor. See, this is the shit I'm talking about. This fucking rare gear is not even leveled up. But yet somehow it's higher than the exotic gear that I have. Huh? I'm trying so hard to figure this game out. Look at those stats. It makes you not want to get exotic gear. And I keep trying to hold out hope, like, oh, I'm gonna find something that's gonna balance him out, and then maybe I'll like it. I don't think that's gonna happen. Don't think that's gonna happen. Because they got us. Okay, that was the plan. Anyway, that's your boy Vel. Holla.